What is going on, guys? Welcome back. In this video we're going to dive into just a little bit of what Days Gone is going to be, and a lot of people may or may not know what it is, so we're going to kind of do a brief overview of what all Days Gone is and what you can expect. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Days Gone is an open world action adventure survival title by Sony Ben, the first party studio behind Uncharted. Taking clear inspiration from The Last of Us and Sons of Anarchy, you play as a biker trying to find his way in a post-apocalyptic world decimated by a global pandemic. Deacon St. John is a man who prefers to live in the dangerous world outside the confines of civilian encampment, even if it means dealing with the hordes of relentless infected. Taking place 2 years after a global pandemic overwhelmed civilization, turning millions into mindless zombies known as freakers. They're fast, relentless, and arguably unstoppable. The narrative hook of Days Gone is still unclear, but we imagine it'll involve exploring a sprawling open world in search of some kind of cure. Imagine Days of Anarchy spliced into Last of Us with a little bit of The Walking Dead. Days Gone is set in a vast open world where the player is free to approach locations, objectives in a multitude of different ways. You can approach enemies without using aggression or stealth depending on your current circumstances, influenced hugely by resources, health, and abilities. The land is huge, and thus areas will be filled with different variations of freakers, Days Gone's terminology for zombies, so you'll need to be keenly aware of hordes prowling around the place. You can use these to ambush enemies if you're smart enough, drawing their attention before unleashing hell upon the masses. Carrying 2 weapons alongside a variety of equipment such as Molotov cocktails, healing items, axes, your loadout is capable of tackling most scenarios with ease. They also grant a method of unique creativity if you're eager to experiment in different approaches of murder. Deacon is a biker, and thus his motorcycle acts as a primary force of transportation through the game's setting, the Pacific Northwest. It's a character in itself and will need to be cared for and repaired as you progress. Failing to upgrade means you'll be left in the dust and a vulnerable meal to the encroaching infected. Combine this with a dynamic weather system which spans all parts of the day, and you will have a recipe for a world which reacts to every little thing you do. The same consequences applies to the narrative, which incorporates player's choice, which will affect the outcome of quests and more. Honestly, I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to fill a really big hole right now that Red Dead Online is doing. And I think really this game is not even getting enough credit that it needs to be getting credit for. I know it's been in development for a few years, but I'm extremely excited about this game. I think it's going to have a lot more possibilities than a lot of people are thinking about. So I really hope this video helped you out and gave you a little bit of insight on what to expect from Days Gone. I'd appreciate it if you go ahead and like and share the video with your friends. Also to subscribe and click the notification bell, so anytime I have other updates as we get closer to the release of Days Gone, you'll get them right away. And then also too, you'll get updates about the live streams and stuff that I'll be doing of this game as a playthrough. As always, guys, I'll catch you next time in the next video.